Kia ora koutou and welcome again to the Ascot Park Hotel for our special presentation of the 2020 ILT Southland Sports Awards. I'm Angie Shand, this is Nick Jeffrey, and we have another three fantastic Southlanders to honour tonight, Nick.
Sure do. Great way to start last night, wasn't it, with three champions of Southland sport. Carl McDonald winning Official of the Year, rugby stalwart Lester Rutledge being recognised with the Services to Sport Award, and Shakira Murphin, what a year for her, winning the Mike Piper Trophy last night. So three great stories. As you say, three more to add today, and that will include the NZME Masters Achievement Award. We've also got the BDO Administrator of the Year that we'll bring to you tonight, and also the next of our Services to Sport with Sport Southland.
So best we make a start, and we are beginning with the NZME Masters Achievement Award, and to tell us all about it, here's Craig Waddell from NZME.
Hey, thanks Nick and Angie. Look, NZME is once again so proud to sponsor this category. It is the NZME Masters Achievement of the Year Award. Let's have a look at the finalists.
First up, Neil Familton for track cycling. Silver medals in the time trial and points race and a bronze medal in the scratch event were tasty entrees for this determined Masters cyclist who would underline his campaign at this year's National Age Group Championships by breaking his own New Zealand record and claiming the gold medal in the M6 individual pursuit. More hard-earned success for Neil Familton.
For athletics, Dwight Grieve. A self-described quiet year has still produced the goods for this former New Zealand World Mountain Running representative. An age group champion and 6th overall at the National Half Marathon Championships, Dwight was also 6th overall and the first Masters runner for the second year in a row at the Kepler Challenge. Some arresting performances from Dwight Grieve.
And for track cycling, Gertian Venter. Despite only taking up track cycling in 2016, Gertian has been making up for lost time. A national champion in her age group, she took out her first elite racing licence at age 40, forcing riders half her age to take notice, finishing 6th in the sprint and Keirin at the National Elite Championships. Impressive stuff from Gertian Venter.
So cycling and athletics represented this year, and it gives me great pleasure to announce that the winner of the NZME Masters Achievement Award for 2020 is Dwight Grieve. Now Dwight is Te Anau based, and Nick caught up with him earlier.
Hey Dwight, congratulations mate, we've just broken the news to you. What do you make of all this NZME Masters Achievement of the Year?
Yeah, I'm a little bit blown away to be honest. I was just stoked to be nominated, just to be recognised, to even be in there amongst all the great masters we have down here, and to win is sort of kind of pinch myself a little bit.
Because by your standards, what you're trying to tell us that it was a bit of a quieter year for you, was it?
Yeah, well for me it was a quieter year. The year before I made a New Zealand senior team as a master, and that was pretty amazing, and I won the New Zealand Masters mountain running title. But last year I did have some good results, but and New Zealand half marathon title, but yeah, it was a lesser year.
Hey, so tell us your story about how you got into running, really, or because it's an interesting one.
Yeah, I looked to make some life changes. I had my 2 young children, turned 30, decided to make some life changes, so I joined the police and started getting fit, do a bit of running, lost a heap of weight in the process, made a lot of life changes, and started moving into it, and I started running ultras, which I love. It's a really good supportive family, like in my ultra family, and then moved into, I worked out I was doing all right, and then come across the coach, Sean Campwell, which, to be honest, me winning this is 50% him. I must give him 50% of the credit. I was a runner doing okay, and he had the skills and the tools that helped me get where I am.
So what's the difference? Because a layman would go 1 foot in front of the other and keep going, but there's a bit more to it, obviously.
There's a lot of science that I've learned over the time.
Yeah.
There's different systems within your body to do different things, and it's a lot of better. It's getting the wee pieces together to fit them to improve gradually, little pieces with no injury, and for what's ahead, and commitment, because it is 7 days a week training for probably 7-8 years of 7 days a week, pretty much training now.
Because that's what I was going to say. I mean, as you say, a police officer now up there in Te Anau, I mean, how do you balance that? What's your training schedule over the course of the week?
I feel sorry for my family at times. I really do. And as my kids have got older, it's got tougher on them, and I've acknowledged that. I do everything within my power to be with the family. Sometimes I'm up very early in the morning running, and sometimes it's very late at night. And sometimes you shorten things, and sometimes you get to do as you please. You just got to try and get that work-life balance and training balance. And my family takes part. we turn everything into it. My wife, she runs and throws. We do the athletics, the track and field side. She's a thrower, so she's done quite well too. And my children come along. If it's a trip to Dunedin or whatever, or we always make it the run and then the family trip or holiday amongst it. Yeah.
So your name's synonymous with the Kepler, you know, and there's a strong that strong athletics community that you've got up there in and around Te Anau as well too. I mean, what's that all about? Obviously, it's a big part of you.
Yeah. That time I took up the running a bit more. Well, I had done two Keplers before moving to Te Anau, and that's one of the reasons I moved there. It's just a stunning event, stunning environment, and also I found that whole community of Te Anau was so supportive. You can sense that from that event, from the people, all those volunteers. There's hardly any runners in amongst it, and they're so supportive of everybody in this atmosphere. So after that, once I've moved up there though, and I'm part of this community, I want to be part of the event, and it's become, over time, I feel an expectation on myself now when I do that race, because I feel I'm running for Te Anau and Southlanders. I really feel I'm running as part of that group, and we've got an amazing group of runners up there, and athletics people in the athletics club and out with the runners that we do. I spend a lot of time with, and it's really cool we bounce off each other and work together. So it's, even though it's one person running, it's actually the whole group that keep you motivated, and there's different things through there that have put me through, if you know, and help you motivate and keep you going. Yeah. Well
said, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Dwight Grieve, NZME Masters Achievement for 2020. Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Awesome.
What a legend that man is. Congratulations from all of us here, Dwight. And now to the second of our Sport Southland Services to Sport Awards. And for football, it's Jeff Walker. Jeff can look back proudly on his governance of Southland football over a period spanning more than 2 decades. He became involved in football administration in 1998, taking the chair of the Southland Football Association Men's Committee the following year. What followed was a tremendous period of change in the governance of the sport, with the creation of the federation system, which saw Jeff first become the Southland delegate and then the chair of an organisation which was seen as a frontrunner in the new structure. Under Jeff's leadership, a restructure created more efficiencies across the game and led to the creation of Southland Football, which also created the framework for a number of high-profile games to be staged in Invercargill, including a pre-Under-17 World Cup game between New Zealand and Paraguay. Along with Kenny Creswell, Jeff was instrumental in the creation of the all-weather training and playing facility at Turnbull Thompson Park, which is now the home of Southland Football. A supporter of football at all levels and for both genders, Jeff has lived his belief that football is a game for the whole family. And he's over yonder with Nick having a yarn. To you, Nick.
Yes, thanks, Ange. Jeff Walker's alongside me. The thing I love about these Services to Sport Awards is that these guys have no idea it's coming as well too, mate. So we've done a pretty good job here keeping this under wraps.
Oh, absolutely, completely. I'm supposed to be going to Arrowtown, and my wife just says, "Oh, we've got to go and meet Ignacio at Ascot." I knew there was something out, but I didn't know what.
Good work. We've got a nice trophy and a nice certificate for you to recognise an outstanding contribution to the sport of football. I mean, take us through that. I mean, you certainly, your input, I guess, like all of these recipients, is you don't do it for the credit, but nice to see it recognised.
Well, it all started with, you know, as with most parents, you go along to a Saturday morning and there was no coach. So I started coaching the junior team, and I played football at high school, and then I was disappointed at the organisational structure. Yep. And then I thought, well, it's not just the juniors, we could do better all round. And I looked enviously at the amount of money that netball and rugby were getting and thought we just needed to be a bit more organised. So I sold the concept, and we then had juniors, women, seniors all together and referees. And that was way back in '98. And it's been a stunning success. You know, we've all worked as a team, the whole team of football, not just women, men. And I'm very, very proud of what the team's done.
And you've got that incredible facility, haven't you, at Turnbull Thompson Park there, in terms of the all-weather turf as well too. I mean, tell us about that as a project back in the day.
Well, it started. They'd always planned to have a sand carpet at Surrey Park, and we kept thinking about that. And one of the issues with Surrey Park for us in those days was that we shared it with athletics, and we were trying to make football more of an all-year game. And so we thought it would be better to have our own home, and we had arranged to take over what had been an old rugby league pavilion at Turnbull Thompson, and for many years that was in a state of disrepair and partial renovation for rugby league, but we took it over and we thought it would be better to try to get a facility there, and that's what we did. Ken Creswell and I, we burrowed away there, and we had a great committee. We've always had good committee, and our lovely local funders, ILT and Community Trust, the foundation, and yeah, it's fantastic. It's the envy of all the South Island, because it's not just a pitch; it's a pitch and a half, which gives you 3 areas to train, 3 half pitches, and it's fantastic. We'll be having a little run around with the tin for some better lighting. So
you're making a plea. That's good. Never let an opportunity go past, Jeffrey. That's what I like. Very good. Very good.
Oh, look, it's fantastic, and it is the envy of everyone in the South Island. No one else has got anything like it.
Well done, mate, and congratulations on your efforts. It's great to see it recognised, as I say, too. So we'll let you get on the road to Arrowtown, eh?
Thanks, Nick.
Very good. Cheers. Jeff Walker, folks, back to you, Angie.
Congratulations, Jeff. That is very well deserved. Our next award is the BDO Administrator of the Year Award. And while it's mainly the sports people out on the field who get the plaudits, they can't perform and succeed without the support of the administrators behind the scenes. To tell us all about this award from BDO, we're caught up with Greg Thomas.
Thanks guys. BDO are once again proud to be part of the BDO Administrator of the Year. Looking forward to this virtual environment. Sorry we can't all be together. Let's take a look at the finalists.
First up for athletics, Phil Hartley. A valuable board member and chair of the track and field committee, Phil can usually be found helping out at Surrey Park during the athletics season, but it's as project manager of the Surrey Park resurfacing that he's had the most impact in recent times. Keeping athletics on track, Phil Hartley.
And for cycling, Bruce Ross. His relationship with the SBS Bank Tour of Southland stretches back 50 years, and Bruce has been a major factor in ensuring the event remains the most prestigious bike race in New Zealand. While his involvement will continue, 2019 marked Bruce's final lap as race director, a role he's held since the mid-1980s. A great legacy for Bruce Ross.
And for tennis, Greg Shepherd. Having played a leading role in serving up world-class tennis as part of the Te Anau Invitational for the past 7 years, Greg was again to the fore as the Northern Southland town also hosted the International M15 tennis tournament, dubbed the world's southernmost ITF event. Game, set, match, Greg Shepherd.
Well, congratulations to our 3 finalists, but my job this evening is to bring you the winner. And I'm pleased to announce that the BDO Administrator of the Year for 2020 is Phil Hartley, and he's standing by with Nick now.
Thanks, Angie. Yes, here he is, Phil Hartley. Again, he's reasonably surprised. Well done, mate. Administrator of the Year. Congratulations.
Yep. Thanks very much. Yeah, it was a surprise getting nominated, and even bigger surprise to get it. So yeah, no, I'm stoked. Yeah.
No, well done, man. And of course, we've been saying all week, and we'll continue to say, it's been a great 12 months for athletics, and certainly the development, obviously, of Surrey Park is the home of athletics in the south. I mean, that's been no mean feat.
Oh yeah. No, it's been a bit of a journey, but yeah, no, it's a lot of support from the funders, which made it a lot easier. So yeah, no, we got there in the end. You always worry that. Well, the big thing was the money is the big driver, but we were really lucky down here to have the support of all the funders, the Community Trust, South, ILT, Lotteries, Southern Trust, and the Racing Board as well. So it was great to get those guys on board, and they believed in what we were doing. So yeah, it all come together in the end. So yeah. No, it's good.
I think the great thing, and I know the community funders will say this too, the wonderful thing about the athletics community is that it's not just looking for a handout. They roll the sleeves up and get stuck in. I mean, there's been a tremendous amount of work from volunteers and your organisation that's gone into that development as well, isn't there?
Oh yeah, definitely. Certainly the support of the Athletics Southland Board, and also all the members, the clubs, getting involved and getting behind it to, like we had a bit of a, because we had to do it in the summer, we had to break into the season and stuff like that, but we pulled together with the country clubs and still managed to hold some reasonable events, so yeah, it all works out. Not too bad, and in the end we even managed to run the schools, secondary schools, at the end of March, so that was good to have an opening. So yeah, yeah.
How good are these times for athletics? You know, your young fella's one of them, of course. You know, young Quinn as well, who's doing outstanding work. But it must be an exciting time to be part of the sport from a governance point of view and on the track and field committee as you are.
Yeah, definitely. Like any sport, we've got challenges. We're competing with other codes and stuff, and just trying to make it presented in a way that we can attract our kids to the sport, for instance. And just try and keep that development of the athletics in Southland going, and and try and get people onto higher honours. I'm only a small part of that. We've got some great coaches in Chris Knight and Lance Smith. They do some great work with the athletes to get them where they need to be.
It's a fantastic story, no doubt. Hey, well done, Phil. Congratulations, BDO Administrator of the Year. Well done.
Thanks very much.
Phil Hartley, back to you, Ange.
Good on you, Phil, and to you, Jeff, and to Dwight as well, and to all of our finalists from tonight. And that is night 2 in the books. Join us again tomorrow night, Wednesday at 7 p.m. on southlandtimes.co.nz, where we'll be sharing the Team and Coach of the Year and also awarding our 3rd Services to Sport Award. Until then, ka kite.